Have you ever sat in the room where your father's legacy was supposed to be divided equally, only to have your own brother turn it into a stage for his mockery? I thought blood was thicker than water, but one tense autumn afternoon in Dallas made me question everything I knew about family. The law firm's conference room smelled of polished mahogany, fresh legal pads, and the faint bitterness of black coffee brewing in the corner. Sunlight filtered through floor-to-ceiling windows, casting long shadows across the oval table where my brother Mike, my sister Lauren, and I sat, our chairs creaking under the weight of anticipation. The air was thick with the scent of Mom's Chanel perfume and Mike's expensive aftershave, now cloying in the stuffy room. At 36, I, Eva, had spent years supporting Dad's oil services company, handling operations while Mike chased bigger opportunities, and Lauren focused on her social life. But today, as Dad's lawyer, Mr. Thompson, adjusted his glasses and opened the leather-bound will, Mike's smirk was too confident, Lauren's glances too dismissive, and Mom's nervous hand-wringing set my nerves on edge. As Mr. Thompson began reading Dad's final wishes, praise for our shared commitment to the business, Mike leaned back, his voice dripping with condescension. "Dad probably left me the house and the company," he said, his laugh cutting through the room like a Texas chainsaw. "Eva's been playing manager while I've been building real connections. She'll get the scraps." Lauren nodded, her manicured nails tapping the table. "Exactly. Eva's always been the backup plan." The words landed like a dust storm, the room's murmur dying to stunned silence. Mom looked away, her hands twisting her pearls, while Mr. Thompson cleared his throat uncomfortably. The coffee's bitterness mirrored the taste in my mouth, my hands clenching the will's copy as their laughter echoed, the sunlight now harsh against my skin. I opened my mouth to respond, but before I could, Mr. Thompson pressed a button on the conference phone, Dad's recorded voice filling the room. "If my children show their true colors, play this. Mike and Lauren, you've been bleeding the company dry for years. Eva gets everything." The room fell silent, the recording static crackling like the tension between us. Dad's voice continued, detailing falsified expense reports, secret offshore accounts, even a $750,000 consulting fee Mike had paid himself. Lauren's face drained of color, her nails digging into the tablecloth, while Mike's smirk vanished, his pen slipping from his hand. Mom gasped, her pearls scattering across the floor, and the lawyer's face remained impassive, his glasses glinting in the sunlight. The leather scent now suffocated me as I sat frozen, Dad's words washing over me like a revelation I'd never expected. Mr. Thompson continued reading the will's final clause. "The house, the company, all assets, everything went to me, with ironclad protections against further theft." Mike stammered, "This is a mistake. Dad was confused." But the lawyer raised a hand, the documents clear as Texas sky. Lauren's eyes filled with tears, not of remorse but rage as the reality sank in. I didn't celebrate. I stood, my chair scraping the floor, and walked out, the autumn leaves crunching under my boots, their stunned silence echoing behind me. I didn't call them. I focused on the company, implementing audits and safeguards Dad had outlined, but the victory felt hollow. Why had they mocked me? I'd covered for Mike's mistakes, designed Lauren's charity events for free. Something deeper was at play. Weeks later, digging through Dad's old desk for a board meeting, I found a hidden journal labeled Family Notes. My heart raced as I opened it. Entries about Mike's gambling debts, Lauren's shopping sprees, and my own steady hand he'd always trusted. One passage hit like a revelation. Dad had known about their schemes for years, using the will as a final lesson to see if they'd change. He'd left everything to me not out of favoritism, but necessity, hoping I'd save what they'd nearly destroyed. The coffee-stained pages trembled in my hands, the office's quiet hum now deafening. They'd shamed me not because I was weak, but because they knew deep down I was the only one strong enough to carry the weight. The next confrontation came at Thanksgiving, but I was ready. As they gathered in the family home, expecting apologies or excuses, I played Dad's final recording for them, the one where he confronted their thefts years ago, his voice weary but firm. Mike's face crumpled, Lauren's tears finally genuine, and Mom's shoulders shook with sobs. The room filled with the scent of turkey and regret, the autumn sunlight casting long shadows of their mistakes. I didn't gloat. I offered them a path forward, restitution, counseling, a chance to rebuild, but the terms were mine. As they left, the Dallas skyline glowing in the distance, I realized Dad's true legacy wasn't the money or the business. It was the strength he'd seen in me all along, the one they'd tried to mock out of existence. If this story turned your family dynamics inside out, smash that like button and subscribe to Cheating Stories Twist for more heart-wrenching tales of betrayal and redemption. Have you ever been mocked by the people who should lift you up? Share it in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with someone who loves a jaw-dropping twist.